Super D's are madman.
Listen, it's on Apartment Life. I might do one, you know.
Why
I
not?
might do one still.
I can't lie to you. Apartment Life is a local vibe as well.
It is. I like the aesthetics, everything. I came across this Super D one yesterday. Bumping that. But yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, brother. Since this thing has happened to you, I ain't seen you rested one. Obviously you have, but you ain't. You've got to rest, bro.
I actually have to. I was not going to get arrested.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And do you know what happened yesterday?
Do you know what? Sorry, bro. Sorry to interrupt you. But one time I saw you on the gram, yeah, quite recently, and I thought, Poet's gonna be like this for a long time. Like this time next year, same boot, crutches, everything.
Me. Alright, you don't understand, yeah? Something happened yesterday.
Go on.
It's an opening howler. It's a howler question. Yeah, that is loud. It's a bare interrupting convo. By the way, I've never seen a man take off a bag like that.
I know. I know that stinks.
That was crazy.
Oh God.
Chuckie, something happened yesterday. And my brother's not talking to me today, yeah. And I find the whole thing funny. Because I'm disabled.
Go on.
What does that mean? You let me know, Chuckie. Last night we went to a dance. It was 3 after 7. It was the Vibbar / I Love Live event. Lauren done absolutely incredibly for putting it on. Duppy hosted. Shout out Duppy. Shout out the Jamaican outside as well. Yeah. Security guard, very funny.
I pick up my little niece Shania as well. Did there.
Very funny.
Yeah,
very funny, very sweet.
Proper joker.
I love that. Yeah. So we're in there, we're doing our thing for the community. Now them lot want to go to Shaq's dance after. Shout out Shaq, he's done a dance over at White City, you know, the place where Chuckie definitely smashes it with R&B slow jams. He's gone and done something over there. Top floor is crazy. So the man then want to go here and pattern White City afterwards. Right. All right, there's one problem. My membership's gone.
Oh, serious?
So usually I'm over there with a +3 every single time I'm in a dance and boom, bonjour France. But this time, we're staying where we are. So the man them are now trying to find a pattern into the next dance. Yeah. Me, I'm the type of man I don't rely on much unless it's close. So I just accepted defeat. Send me home. I can go home.
Okay.
I can go home. I've had a good night. After the man them start deliberating, trying to figure out how they're going to get into this dance, they make the occasional call to me, but I keep saying to them, my thing's gone. Yeah. I can't get in no more. So I can't find someone to get in, especially at these times. This has to be pre-planned. Yeah. Eventually I get home and watching Love Island. Crazy.
Of course, naturally.
It's crazy. Half an hour into watching Love Island, I get a phone call. Now, there were 6 of us at the start of the night. And now there's 2 men outside my house saying, we've got a pattern to get in. So where's the other 3?
Where's the other 3?
Where is the other 3? Now, one of them's gone somewhere. The other one told us he'll shout at us. And then one of them was trying to stick on, but now he's going back to his yard. So the one individual that was going back to his yard, 2 of them seemed to like they got plans. But the one that's going back to his yard, I'm like, oh, so where is he? I'm not going to say names. I'm like, where is he? They're like, oh, I think he went home. All right, cool. I'm disabled. I clearly can't do much. They've come to pick me up. I'm disabled. I get in the dance. Let me tell you something. A man's just nice me, because now I'm not on no list. So now I'm disabled, way from my yard, and I can't get the pattern into the dance. Someone's, yo, Poet, boom, boom, I'm in.
Right.
The next day now, I come home, you know, finish watching Love Island. I wake up this morning, my brethren phones me, yo, Poet, last night, did you get in? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you're a snake. Puts the phone down. I'm like, but I'm disabled. It wasn't my pattern. I'm in my house watching Love Island comfortably. The man just phoned me and said, yo, outside, boom, can we roll pattern? I'm like, all right, cool. So I asked them about the one boy, or one brother, that they said went home. They said he went home. He don't really live around, you know, local. So if he says I'm going home, that's a commitment.
Yes.
So there's no point in me phone. In my mind, I'm like,
I hear it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could have texted him and said something, but I'm already half an hour into my night, patterning to sleep. I don't even think that I'm going back out. I've got pajamas on. Yeah. And then the man demo said, yo, boom. Now I'm rushing like my Uber's outside. It's crazy.
So when you've rushed now and you're on your way, you've asked.
You straight away. We're going to
So So you know, I hear it though. If you didn't ask no questions.
No, I straight away asked.
If you didn't ask no questions, then it would have looked a little mad.
Crazy.
So if you've asked a question and the man said, oh, he's just gone home. Or because that sounds like a commitment. All right, well then.
Cool.
Yeah, I would assume, which is probably maybe not the right thing to do, but I would have assumed that if this pattern has come and this person's going home, then maybe they might have known about the pattern, but they just decided to go home.
Thank you. In my mind, I'm thinking that might be the pattern.
Yes. I get it.
So, because I knew at the start,
and he put the phone down.
Brother, he left. There's a text group. He's left a text group.
Is it?
I'm like, oh, he's thinking that we've gone and made this super plan and.
Yeah, because you know what it looks like to him. I'm with the man. Them. I've gone home, and then you've patterned it, like without me, like you didn't want me to be there.
And that's not my vibe. You know, I invite everybody to everybody. Let's all go. Yeah. But if I haven't got the pattern, I don't move. Is this your G? My brother.
Nah, so I'll be honest with you. Here's where I'll give you some grace, yeah?
Yeah.
Anyone that knows you should know. If you don't want them to be there,
tell them.
You're probably going to tell them.
If I'm prided. Poet, can I come with you? To be honest with you, no. Let me explain why.
Exactly.
Let me explain why. Last time we went out, and safety.
Yeah.
So, hey, Chuckie, please.
And I'm all right for now. I need water first. He's going to go get some water anyway.
So that's just my first look at how I feel like I'm asking.
It is mad still.
Is it mad?
Nah, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's your fault, but just shout him and just tell him, bro. Really, what he should have done is, although I understand why he's pissed, he should have just heard you out for what happened first before he put the phone down.
So I text him this. Your Honour, I asked if I could make a closing statement after being called to the stand.
Yeah.
Firstly, I can't stand. I'm disabled. Secondly, I was at home for 30 minutes watching Love Island.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, there was a plan. I inquired about everyone's whereabouts and was informed most parties had gone home. I hope this gives clarity, Your Honour.
Yeah. Do you know what though? Maybe that's PTSD as well. Maybe that's happened to him before. Maybe that's happened to him before, innit? And it's like, it's brought back something. It's like, right, you lot do like, man, I'm doing that again.
He's a no nonsense. He's a Jamaican brother.
Yeah.
No nonsense. If something don't make sense, go on.
Yeah.
And he leaves. But.
And was the dance nice as well? Oh, okay.
Okay, it was nice. I don't want to boast it too much. But,
yeah.
But then I realised it's my brother Shaq. Yeah, it went off. Zizi, shout out Zizi, she was over there.
Being left out is obviously, it's not fun, innit? But it's like, sometimes shit happens. I'm trying to think of a time where that's ever happened to me.
Have you left out?
Where the man we've gone somewhere, I've gone home, and then they've gone back, and they've gone in. No, I can't think of a time when that's actually ever happened to me.
Do you know why? It's less likely to happen to me and you. Because of the positions we hold, we're probably the guys getting you in the dances. So we're always more time there.
True.
Like I've never gone home and then man them have gone, oh, we was in Visions last night at the start. Once I've patterned the pattern and the man them don't need me no more, yeah, man, it's happened all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. I'll phone the man them, we doing, alright, cool, sweet, boom, boom. Wake up in the morning, check the phone, boom, it's crazy. Man, are outside, yeah, bottles, bet. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You can get the phone. Look at phone.
Yeah. Do you know what as well? More time I think like, once I get home, I'm probably not coming back out again anyway.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've got to really want to go for that to happen. So if you lot go and get in, then I'm not going to be too mad about that.
That's
like,
right.
It is what it is. Yeah, unless it's like something like, I don't know. So I think that comes to my mind is if I went to Cape Trinidad, Brixton, we get there or that's happening. I really want to go, but there's no pattern. And then I go home and then I find out everyone gets in. I'm going to feel away.
Yeah.
And I think because I know how it feels to have already been in there.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now what the man them's gone in there, no one didn't say nothing. It's bad.
I'd like to apologise though, if I was a little bit in the wrong. I don't know if I am.
I don't know. I think providing you ask the question, that is what it is. Because you're
But
going to
he
just...
don't know what
Ultimately, he won't know. Yeah, he won't know. But you're not... Usually, in that scenario... Let's look at it really. In that scenario, you ask the question, you're not necessarily going to send a text message to confirm. You're just taking the man them's word for it. Oh, he's gone home. Alright, cool. That is what it is. Vibes. Let's go.
It might have all been like 20 to 1. No, it might be 20 to 12. It was late. It's too late for me to be asking inquiries like that. Like there's bare time for...
Yeah. If they did say, I don't know where he is.
I would have phoned him.
Right.
Because I would have been like, that doesn't feel right now. Now I might be a part of something I don't know. Yeah. Let me eradicate myself from it. Because obviously I'm always thinking the worst. It's the man them. But look, I don't think the best about these lot until we're the best circumstances.
Yeah.
If we can't get in a dance, that's not the best circumstances. So I'm asking questions. I want to know what's going on. So that's the first thing I was like, where's my brother? I went home. Alright, cool.
He must have been screwed.
Brother, he literally phoned me this morning and said, not hello, not good morning, not how's your foot? None of this stuff. A man just said, did you get in the dance?
Did you get in?
And you know the ones where I'm just like, oh yeah. Dude. Dial tone?
Yeah, you're a snake.
You're a snake. It hurt. I can't get called a snake before 12.
Yeah, it's mad. Hey, who's winning Love Island then?
It's a good question. Now, I didn't watch yesterday properly, and I watched a little bit of Thursday, because I know Helena left.
Yes.
With Blue.
Yeah.
And Blue needed to leave.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah, so I saw, because I ain't been watching it heavily, yeah. But what I did see, because I've been watching bits and pieces and whatever.
It's crazy.
I saw when he tried to stick it on Tony. So like, just for context now, what's happened?
It was movie night.
It was movie night. That's what it was. And then something's propped up, whatever. He said something. It's like he was milking the cow, basically. That's what it came across like.
A situation has occurred where it hasn't involved him, but he's felt the need to.
He wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. So then, because Tony's done it, Tony previously has involved herself in a situation that she's not involved in on the screen, but she's in the house and it's affecting her, so she can give her 2 pence. Whereas
Right.
Blue doesn't have that experience.
Yes.
Blue's looking at it like, you've given your opinion, so I can give my opinion.
Yeah.
Which is the mentality of my son. He is 8 years old, plural. That doesn't make sense. Please continue, Chuckie.
So then, obviously he pulls her to the side or whatever to chat about it and whatnot. And he's going off on one, and Tony's looking at him like, what? Wait, what are we doing? And he's like, he's going at her, and then she looks at him and she's like, I just don't care. Like, and he's going on, and even I'm watching this and I'm saying, what, in this moment, what does he want from her? Because I don't know. And then she even says, do you want me to apologize again? This is what do you want?
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to apologise?
You want me to apologise? Like, what do you want? Like, I don't understand what you want. And it's like, this guy's going on and on. He literally like a mentally ill patient, bro.
That's Twitter.
Yeah.
That is Twitter. That is narrative. Let's build it. But with Tony, she's too skilled. She's very objective. Like, she's very intentional about things. Apart from that one little problem with Cash, but we shout out Cash, we shout out Tony.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes. I cheated. I just think in that present moment of time right there, all he was angry and he just wanted to let it out. Yeah. And then when he was actually in the moment and Tony's asking him like, so what do you want from me? He didn't even, you say what you say and I just done the same. It's not the same thing.
No.
The fact that you think that as a grown adult on television with your parents watching makes me feel like maybe you're not blue. You might just be white.
Yeah, strongly. I'm telling you. He needed to go anyway. No. And then, there's another couple in there that apparently has been voted favourite girl or favourite boy or whatever, but I don't never see them. Every time I watch the episode, I don't ever see them.
Who is it?
I don't even know what their names are.
Go find out, because I didn't see that part.
You don't see them? Well, in the episodes I'm watching them, I'm not seeing them. I'll tell you right now who they are.
That's not Vibes Cartel's girlfriend. Unless you're on Graham, you don't see them.
It is, what's his name now?
Who is it? Is it Yasmin and the other big light?
It's this gal here. It's these two.
Let me see.
Who are they?
Oh, Ty and
but like, I don't ever see them.
Yeah, but you know what the killer is? Yeah, there's less people like us watching Love Island.
What's their name, by the way?
More people like them, Ty and I can't remember the girl's name, but they're a nice couple, man. They just get on with it, do their thing, no confrontation. He's a nice guy, she's a nice girl. There's not gonna get screen time. But if you ask me, what couple do I believe I want to be around for a full day? Put me around them.
Yeah, it's them. So that's the question I was going to ask you. Can you win like that?
Yeah, because like I said, there's less people that watch the show like us. More people at home just chilled, you know. There's less, you don't really have a reason to dislike them. They don't give you that. There's only reasons to like them. And even when people try and throw certain things at them, you can see it genuinely don't affect them. It's just like it hits a boat and they look at each other and it's like, they're just carrying on with it. I like them.
But don't you think that people like a struggle story?
That's people's problems. And I agree they do. But sometimes no struggle. Sometimes it just is what it is.
Because you need to get the screen time to be in the running to win.
Yeah.
You need to be in the mix somehow. Even if it's just lovey-dovey stuff now.
Yeah and no. More time. Like I think
too much of something's good for nothing, and at the end of it, sometimes you just want peace, and that's what they provide you. After all the madness, you see all these mad couples saying all these mad stuff. Then you see them, you think, you know what? I like that.
Yeah.
You see Megan, was it Dijon?
Megan's Dijon, yeah.
God knows.
Hey, I swear, every episode that I've watched, they've chopped. I swear, every time
They chop
I've watched
it?
the episode. Are they doing something under the covers?
Well, they better.
Every minute, I'm just seeing. I'm like, what's going on? Is like, wait, are they doing this and everyone's awake?
Bare people are chopping. No. Bare people chopping Big Brother house now. Big Brother, you know.
Literally
Love
every
Island.
episode, barring you ain't watched the yesterday's episode, have you?
Yeah, no.
I watched a bit of that, but yeah, they had a falling out in it, so I think that they like slept separately, not in the same bed, but they just were
Next to each other like that.
back to back like that.
Do you know what? One thing I've learned about Love Island is Love Island and backbone don't go hand in hand.
Strongly,
The only person that's probably got a little backbone more than others is actually Tony.
right.
You know, because we all have the capacity to display a little weakness and get things wrong. No one's asking for perfection. But if you looked at a scale of do you display more of it than less, I'm going with more with Tony.
Right.
The rest of them say one thing, do another. Remind me of me. Nonsense.
What's your opinion on Harry?
You know what animal I am in the jungle.
Cheetah.
But he doesn't do it with class.
No.
It's just
He's
a
scatty
bit
with it.
scatty.
Yeah.
So it looks messy. Because I don't think what he does is any different to Connor.
Right.
Harry just chats to bare gal. Bare gal. And he's a people pleaser. So he can chat to about 4 or 5 gal. Everyone can convince him this is the gal you want to be with. He hasn't even really made up his mind yet. But because he's just like, all right, cool, I'll just chill over there. But in the back of his mind, he's like, I still want to chat to them with a gal. So he acts upon it.
Yeah.
He's just such a impulsive... Yeah, I don't really mind him. Like, you can see all the problems with him. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the greatest human being in the world, but he will own it. It was...
Yeah.
See, man, like Dijon. Dangerous, brother.
Yeah, Dijon's thing. He looks like, so from what I've seen, it looks like something underlying is brewing with him and Yasmin, but not really though. Like in a sense that I saw that Megan was upset that I think was there something about if she wasn't in there, then them two would have been coupled up together or something like that. But every time there's some type of game, it's always Dijon and Yasmin. Every time.
Is it?
That's what.
From Yasmin's angle or Dijon's angle?
Well, this is from Megan's perspective.
Oh yeah, she's
She's
crazy,
saying it like every time there's a game, every time there's something, it's always got to be Dijon and Yasmin.
Do you know what? Megan's a prime example of that you don't listen to everyone speak. Like, she's such an unreliable source now. Even if she tells the truth, I'm looking for the lie.
Yes.
He wasn't wearing a white t-shirt, it was black. That might be the only thing she got wrong.
That's that type of person. She just... And I think a lot of people do it. I definitely do it. They just speak off emotion, but then that shows you where you're grounded and where your foundations lie. If your foundations lie in your objective being the truth, then what happens is, even in an emotional state, you will see this person just wants to find out what's going on for whatever reason. Most people are not like that. They have such an ego that when that's their foundation, their ego. So when they're in a little bit of a problem, if they can eradicate themselves and let the thing, even if they're always involved in starting it, that's what they will do. They're just concerned about their own safety. They don't care about no one else. They'll burn the whole everything, even if they're in the wrong. That's kind of Meg. Don't take no accountability, none of that stuff. So I'm not really rating it, man. But Ty, and go win.
Which
Go
one's
win,
Ty
man.
again?
The one that you don't even recognise.
Oh,
Go win,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Or Cash and Tony. Go in.
Cash and Tony. Yeah.
Shout out Cash's
I
brother
saw
and
the
sister.
episode where the family came in and that.
Real.
Yeah.
And I like Shakira as well.
Which one's Oh, I like Shakira as well. And that's what I was going to say about Harry. Has Harry found his feet then, really?
What
With
do you mean?
Shakira? Or is it only the fact that there's no new people coming into the yard?
I don't know. It's difficult to say because, like, niggas be doing Love Island and gal be doing Love Island problems, you know, in a real life. But
Yeah.
the problem is there's no cameras to show you.
Yeah.
So in real time, they're trying to figure out who they can spend about 6-7 weeks with bare things going in.
Yeah.
It's not like you can take the gal home, avoid certain things for a little while, and come back and confront it. You wake up the next day, there she is, in front of a man.
And you're at a younger point in your life. So it's like maneuvering conversations like that is already difficult.
Yes.
To sit down with a woman at any stage in your life and say, you know what, right now, I like you, but I'm just trying to suss out certain things and find out where I'm at and whatnot. That's already a difficult conversation to have. To have that in your 20s, yeah, when this is mad new, you're in a villa, bare what you would see as attractive people around you, and you're getting your head spun. Also, adding to the fact that regardless of like how these guys might live, let's just say like they might be like the popular guy in their ends or whatever else, yeah. It's still always very different when you're put in a scenario where this time women are actually hunting as well.
Oh yeah.
Like you're not just doing they're hunting. Enough men don't know how to deal with that.
And they give you GP as well, and I hate GP. Do you know what GP is? Guilt pum pum.
Oh God! Oh yeah, that.
I don't want it.
Who did that? That was the other girl, innit? And she
Harrison's girl
to stay. Yeah. Took him in the thing and slammed him to pieces. You know.
Guilt pum pum.
Do you know what? So that's what another thing.
I don't want it.
Because I was hearing that they were saying, well, this was obviously all speculation, yeah. But he wanted to stay in the villa, innit, after she got booted out.
Of course he did.
But then it's almost like the producers must have said, listen, hear what I'm saying.
Big man.
You got the guilt pum pum. It's like it's looking mad for you outside. If you
go,
you have to leave
now.
You have to leave. You have to leave.
And the thing is, he is in the wrong.
Outside. Huh?
He is in the wrong for a lot of the things he's done. He's a madman. Harris is a little madman. I know a man like that. He's a little madman. But he's 22 years old. I think he's from Derby. He lives in America. All them galleys chasing are older than him. Then, for some strange reason, they're not allowed to take accountability. It's just crazy.
At 22 years old, I am 999 times out of 1,000 taking the guilt pom pom. I'm telling you. At 22, I'm taking that. What?
Come on, brother. Just not on TV.
No, I'm taking on TV. I'm taking it. I'm not
taking it on TV.
What? Because I'm not. Do you know why I'm taking it? Because more time I don't know what it is. All I know is this pom pom. Yeah, I'm taking that. And that's where I was when I was 22.
But you
I
know
weren't that mature.
You weren't Harrison.
No, I weren't Harrison. I wouldn't have been moving around like that.
So that's
but you're giving me guilt pom pom. That's a big piece of pom pom. I'm taking it.
Yeah, but there's up.
And I'll deal with the consequences afterwards.
Later, yeah, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now I ain't taking it.
Nah.
You can't give me no guilt pom pom now. I turned down all types of pom pom.
Brother.
Do you know what I'm saying? But guilt pom pom at 22, that's a lovely piece of pom pom. Because I don't even know what that is, by the way. All I know is this is coming in a different form. This pom pom is in a different form than it usually comes in. So whatever this is, I need to experience that to learn. Because if I don't experience that to learn, then how am I going to be the man I am today?
Do you know what? And the man you are today is someone you should be proud of.
Exactly.
So do you know what?
Right
I
then.
respect that.
And that's all through guilt pom pom.
Let me get some guilt pom. I want some guilt pom pom now.
Trust me.
I just need to know the reasons, man. Let me know the reasons.
Learn.
Let me know the reasons, man. So yeah, the guilt pom pom, and he's out of the villa with this name Lauren, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
He took a picture the other day with a Future t-shirt on. I just said, you know what, darling?
I see them doing a 5k run and all that on my TikTok and whatnot. Got a couple things to discuss here quickly.
Some of these things are. What direction are you gonna go in though, Chuckie? Because
we could stay in the UK or we could go to America really quickly.
Anywhere we go, it's war. So that's why I want to know what type of war are we dealing with. There's all types of war.
We've been in the UK just for a moment. Let me just go to America just very quickly.
What war is it over there?
The Queso case.
Oh, you did tell me to watch this, no?
Listen, brother.
Chat to me.
This thing crazy.
Is it crazy?
So here's the thing. I'm just gonna proper simplify what's happened now, yeah?
Come on.
And there's a wider conversation in this, which is why I'm bringing it up in the first place. There's a family, Jacksonville, right? From what I'm gathering, this family kind of on smoke, involved in things. They're involved in things.
They're outside of peace.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they got a history.
In all generations, by the way. So from the dad to the nephew to the son, all of that.
I know
type
families
stuff,
like
right?
that, so do you.
Absolutely. So anyway, to cut a long story short, there's some youths from a different block that represent a different gang that's got an issue with these lot, yeah? Now, these youths pull up big 4.5s. Big 4.5s, and they see a car which has got a dad, it's got son, stepson, and nephew in the car. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're driving somewhere, whatever. These youths start letting off the big 4.5 in the whip. Yeah, dad gets shot, son gets shot in the head. The stepson gets shot, and they all get shot. The dad survives, son dies.
What?
Yeah, son dies.
Is the son the one on the road? Sorry. Is the son the one on the roads?
They're all on the roads, barring I don't know about the nephew though.
Okay.
son dies. Stepson is shot, and the nephew is shot and paralyzed. He's paralyzed. Yeah. So the dad, he's got another son who wasn't there. And I think what the thing was, I think these youths were even trying to get that son in the first place anyway. But he weren't there. All he's heard is these youths from the other block now have let off these shots in this whip and shot my dad, my brothers, and my cousin. Mad. So they're on. He's on absolute big smoke now. Yeah. So there's a youth from another block now, from the other block. He makes a music video talking about it. Saying, yo, like, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah.
Glorifying it or talking about
glorifying
it?
Glorifying. But this you ain't really on nothing, no, apparently. He's just talking, but he ain't really on anything. Obviously, there's been some isms, schisms that's happened in and around it. So, the son who wasn't there, his brethren shouts him and says, yo, I got the drop on my man. I know where he lives. Guy's like, all right, cool. Let's pull up. Turns out that the guy, he ends up going to, the guy who made the music video, he goes to like LA or some shit like that. So he's not around. So when he comes back now, the brethren's hit his brethren again and said to him, he's back home now. He's back from his holiday. I can see from Instagram. They've seen it from Instagram. So they've gone there now. And I think they've gone and they've scoped the whole place out. They've done all of that type of stuff and whatnot now, yeah. So anyway now, if I remember rightly, they're sitting in the whip waiting for my man to come out. They've got the big 4.5s on them and whatnot, yeah. Anyway, to cut a long story short, someone comes and sees them. I think one other brother pulls up, like some other guy, one of their other friends was pulled up to the thing. But then he's saying, yo, you've come there with your phone and all these type of things. Like, go away, like, just let us handle this type of thing. So anyway now, the youths come out, they've ended up licking down the youth. They've licked him down. Big 4-5ing him off to bits, yeah? So now what's happened is they've left and they're like getting away, but the police are obviously on top of all of this because they're trying to find them or whatever else, yeah? So they end up now breaking into some woman's yard. Yeah, they break into some woman's yard. Now what they're trying to do is, one of them's trying to hide in the closet and the other one is supposed to hide underneath the bed. But he don't want to go underneath the bed. He wants to go in the closet with his brethren, innit? But his brethren's telling him, no, don't come in here with me. Go underneath the bed. Like,
so you guys want to go in the closet?
Yeah.
And then they want to come out afterwards.
Yeah. But you know, it's probably one of them ones where, like, in panic mode, you don't want to be separated just in case one man gets cut. You want to be together, innit? 100%. Yeah? But the other don's telling him, nah, bro, like, go underneath the bed. Anyway, the woman's in the yard like, yo, what are you lot doing in my house? Get out of the yard. Like, get out of my house. So she tried to escort them out of the yard. In the end, they end up dragging her back into the yard, choking her, doing all kinds of stuff, and then threatening to kill her, yeah, to silence her and all of that. Anyway, now, they end up calling the dad. They call the dad. The dad comes to pick them up, right? Or picks one of them up. He comes to pick one of them up now, yeah? One of them, which isn't his son, by the way. It's just the other brethren. He comes, I don't know where the other son's gone at this moment in time. He gets in the car now, yeah? And that's when he tells the dad, we just licked.
My man done.
Yeah. The dad didn't know. The dad knew it was going to happen, of course. He just didn't know in that moment in time.
Yeah.
So then, as you could imagine now, he's like, oh shit, we got to go and flip in. I need to go and change the car. So they go and change the car. They need to get rid of the clothes, do all of that type of stuff. Boom, boom, boom. In the end, everyone gets shift.
Oh, God.
Everyone gets shift. So now, in the interrogation room, they basically say to the dad now, you're being charged for accessory to murder after the fact. He's like, what? What do you mean? They're saying, yeah, you get a minimum, like basically, your sentence will be, if you're convicted, you will get exactly the same sentence as the perpetrator.
What?
Yeah, that's how it. Because if you're complicit, what you're supposed to do in that moment in time, you're just supposed to ring the police. If you go and you do X, Y, and Z, you are a part of this whole thing.
If you've done nothing, what happens? Say you just said, I don't want nothing to do, so you flew to Australia. And then if you ever came back, what would they? And they knew that you were just so scared you left. Could they ever imprison you for that? Just out of curiosity, sorry to throw you off.
No, but I will divert very quickly to actually make a point. There was something that happened in Northwest London. I'm going to take this out, yeah? So basically what happened in this situation, this Northwest situation, yeah? This guy, he was in the barbershop, right? They've got the drop on him that he's in the barbershop. So they've rang one of their other guys and said, could you drive us to this barbershop? But he didn't know. He's just gone and picked these two youths up, driven them to this barbershop. They've gone, licked this guy down, jumped back in the car, still didn't tell him, and he's just driven them back. It's only until afterwards he's realised, wait a minute.
What did you not just do?
When I was in the... So when the police have come to him now, he don't know nothing of what's gone on. But then he's obviously told the police, this is what I did, this was my involvement or whatever. So he bust case. He didn't go jail, but he had to leave the ends though, because
of course
he's like still having to testify against the man them. So I say all of that to say, if the dad would have went there and the guys didn't say anything about what they did, and he just told them, then he wouldn't and he told them that, he wouldn't have, I don't think that he would have gone to jail or anything. But here's where it all gets mad. When they've told him that he's gonna be obviously be charged for this thing or whatnot, yeah, and the trial has started, he's made a deal with the government, which means he's got to testify against his son.
What?
So he has to tell the whole truth of everything that he knows. Yeah, he's got to identify him in pictures and all of that type of stuff. And any one lie you tell, if you get caught in telling any type of lie, then you are your same sentence. So I'm watching the cross-examination, yeah, of the dad, and the dad is obviously explaining what's happened or whatever else, yeah. And when they ask him, like they take out a picture and they say, who's this guy? And he says, this whatever you. And they say, who's that guy with the gun? And he takes this big pause, yeah. And you can see these tears like nearly welling up in his eyes, yeah. And then he says, it's my son. And it's like, oh, it's just mad. When you watch it, it just is so. But he then goes on, like when they're grilling him in the thing, yeah, because he's getting grilled by the other guy's lawyers and that. He's basically saying, I would have liked to have known what happened. He's still kind of saying that.
He's basically saying, if you had told me, and I would have liked to have been involved in the whole arrangement.
Yes. And so I wouldn't have went there with my clothes on.
No.
With these clothes. I wouldn't have went there with this driving this car.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have went there with my phone. I wouldn't have gone there like that to go and pick them up if I would have known what they was doing. If I would have known what they was doing, I'm coming there on a whole different thing. But I didn't know. What do you do in a situation like that?
Now, first of all, what we have to remember is I would never be in a situation like that. I am not that way inclined. Yeah. I've never have been that way inclined. So Khalifa I don't imagine.
Just rings daddy and says, yo, come pick me up quickly. Then you get in the car and then Khalifa says, Dad, I just lit down a couple, man.
Now, if I was a killer and then my son has become one off the strength of it,
yeah,
knowing my mentality, if it's shifted over there, because it's a whole different type of person now.
Yeah,
I'll just take the rap for all of it. I'll be like, nah, big man, I've birthed you into this environment. I've not really given you a chance, and now this has happened. Big man, let me just go do it. Forget it. I've had enough of a chance. I've had enough of a life. Me and you can't do the same sentence in prison. Someone has to continue the family name. Go do your thing. That's what I would be looking to do, personally, as a man with my pick-me them. That whole shafting them and putting the blame on them, if you have done everything in your power and this youth is just a delinquent, I still couldn't do it, but yeah. I can't say I don't understand.
You raised an interesting point, because you know what the thing is, actually, which they brought up in court, is that in reality, the dad was a street don as well. He was a street don. Like, he was involved in certain things, and these youths essentially were how they're painting it is like a byproduct of him.
Can I ask you a question then? Because we all live by some type of code. Some people are Christian. Some people are Muslim. Some people are street. If you live directly by your code, does that mean if a scenario happens that goes against your code with your pick-me, you choose the code over the pick-me? So an obvious example is if you're Muslim, obviously your child he's gay. Now in life, no problem, do your thing. But if you're Muslim, because of your principles, that's not something you can accept. Does that mean you disown your youth? Are your principles that you've had more important than people's choices? Well, not even people, your son.
This is what I will say, yeah. Sitting comfortably in a warm chair in a studio, knowing that I can do what I want to do after I leave this building. Yeah. I have the privilege of doing whatever I want to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
So I understand where this is coming from. I think that what I probably do in this scenario, if someone's tried to lick me down and lick everyone down, whatever, naturally I'm going to know that there's going to be people that are going to want to handle this situation. Yeah. You lot go and do whatever you lot need to do. But if now I get a phone call to go and pick up my son's brethren, whatever, I go pick them up now. My son ain't there, but then I hear that they've just licked somebody down. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to say, you're going to need to just get out of the car.
Get out of the car!
And I'm going to just go back to doing what I'm doing. If the police come to me, I think that what I'm probably going to do is just say, I don't know nothing about anything. The thing is, I know that I do know. I just don't know. Like, I'm not a dad in it yet, but I just don't know if I would have it in me to do that. I think that maybe at that point I would just think that maybe there's something in there I just need to learn, and I just have to just hold that. You know what I mean? I just don't know if I could say in court, you know what, like, this is what my son has done. I just don't know if I could.
In front of the whole world, I can't do that, man.
I just don't know if I could do that. But then at the same time, I could also see how somebody would say, you didn't even lick down the youth that did this. You licked down someone who just made a music video. Like, you just licked down somebody that just albeit he was glorifying something that was very, very serious. He's just an idiot. He's just chatting.
But that's the problem. And
so now, and in that, now you've put me in this scenario where, like, I'm gonna die in prison because you lot licked down some idiot.
Yeah, but
I can't. You can't put me in that. You gotta let me know what the situation is. You gotta let me know what the situation is before I come there.
But yeah.
You gotta let me know. You got to let me know. And even then, you can still find yourself in a pickle, by the way. If the police find out that if the son said, yo, this is what I'm going to do today, and you ain't rang the police and told them, you're in a big problem still. You're in a big problem. So, I don't know. But
do you know what it is? I don't know if I'm qualified really to answer the
100%.
question on that scenario, because I just don't live the lifestyle.
no,
do you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Also, I'm basing this purely on being a part of the lifestyle, not being a normal civilian.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, if I am a dad and this is the lifestyle that I have lived and grown in, and this is the game that I'm playing, and then this has happened, I think that potentially, I think I'm just going to just hold that. But as a normal guy who ain't a part of anything, and my son's done X, Y, and Z and whatnot, and now I'm going to die in jail, we might have a whole different type of conversation here. We might do.
We might. We might. I don't know. In my mind, I just keep thinking accountability is one of the best things any person on planet Earth can have. And you have to be accountable for your responsibilities.
Definitely.
So if my pickney are idiots, I'm always just going to say it's my fault.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to do this, that, and the third, because if me and his mum didn't go horizontally jogging in the shower in Tunisia, they wouldn't be here.
100%. I hear it.
Good
talking of that, the internet are talking about Mo Gilligan's horizontal jogging.
Fucking, I knew it. This is why I said shenanigans, war. This is what I will say on the matter.
Well, can we give context?
Can you give context? It even hurts me to say it, Chucks.
Well, I don't really know too much. All I know is I went on the internet and I saw this lady being really upset about her situation with Mo Gilligan, that they have a child together. He ain't been around, and she's pissed because he's having a next you with somebody else, and he's just not being around. And it's just mental in her mind that he could not be around, but he could also have an avenue and just be grinning bare teeth. That's what I saw. Then
Same.
after that, I went on the internet and I just saw a whole load of conversation about deadbeat dads and all of these type of things. The point that I was going to bring up is a bit wider than just Mo, because we don't really know the situation. Like, you know, maybe there's a whole nother side to that story where he has been around, and maybe it's just not in the way that she wants him to be around. Maybe there's another argument to say that, like, he may have, because people were saying, oh well, he took part in the act of sex, so regardless of anything, he should be a part of it. Maybe his argument might be, I wore a dom, and this thing happened, and then I've told her, listen, babes, this is not what I'm on. I don't want that. And then she's made a choice, and then he said, fine, you can make the choice. I'll let Mumsy know and that, but I'm just letting you know this is what I'm on. I've given you all the information. You can do what you want to do. We don't know. What I do want to ask is, though, in a scenario like that, some people will still turn around and say, regardless of whether you wore a condom or not, if you have had sex with somebody and you have a child with them, you should be a part of the child's life, regardless of what the situation is. To which you say,
I don't know what to say, really. Chuckie, I don't know what anybody wants anymore. I see girls go online saying, I don't need no man, I can do it by myself.
Right.
And I see girls go online saying, deadbeat dads. And I see guys go online saying, oh, gala this, I just see loads of war.
yeah,
And sometimes I'm like, Chuckie, there needs to be the right way to do stuff, you know? First of all, preparation that should be put in place before we have the situation of this child. I think it falls on both parties.
yeah,
I can be very honest right now. My dad wasn't there for the first 3-4 years. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. I think my dad and mum probably were dating, might have had a little night out, as you do, visions equivalent, come back to the base. Maybe my dad's thinking, yo, you're looking good. Indulge in a little practice.
and then now it's a whole
And
thing.
then 2 weeks later or a month or whatever it is, my mum's out here saying she's pregnant. I reckon my dad said, what? I'm out on the roads, I'm
can't
doing
believe
bare
it.
things. He just divorced a woman with a picnic. He's probably thinking, I need to chill. I don't know about all of this. So he's disappeared for about 3-4 years. Now, everybody seems to be more angry about it than me. I fully understand.
Yeah.
I've been there where someone has put you in a position where you're going to be a dad and you've just set your life a particular way and you've made an agreement with this person. You spoke to them and said, yo, we can't put ourselves in that situation again. And then we find ourselves there again. And despite the fact we had conversations and said we're going to do this, that and the third, now you don't want to do it. And I can't tell you now, it's your body. But we had an agreement. So my activation was based upon the agreement. Then now that you're here, you're changing the agreement. And I must just run with it. And I'm not saying I shouldn't. But why should I? Just because don't you understand? You're now basing a relationship where everything this woman says, I must just do. You say jump, I have to ask you how high. Big man, this doesn't feel like it makes sense. And with the Mo Gilligan thing, and I could be wrong, he might not be looking after his picnic. He might not. But my two problems with this scenario is, for me, and I know this is going to get me in problems, but me not mind. For me, no white woman with blonde hair can just go online and start saying, yeah, I'm not looking after a picnic in 2025 and I'm just going thumbs up, let me attack Mo Gilligan. Not for me as a black male. Not for me. My experience as a black male is the scariest thing on planet Earth is a white woman. So for me, I am not out here just going, yeah, Mo Gilligan's the... I don't know. And the fact that she can just do a 2-minute video after finding out Mo's having another picnic. Why is no one thinking about the picnic? She clearly said she had the picnic because she wanted to. Mo said she didn't want to, so that was about her.
Because he did say that. She did say that.
She said that he didn't want to have it. So she said that she wanted to have it. So that was her decision. So that's about her. It's not about the picnic. He's not here to say yes or no. So that's about her. Yeah. Right or wrong. Cool.
Apparently, she's not said anything for a period of time. That was also your decision, darling. Right or wrong?
That she was
quiet
pregnant.
about the situation.
That she was pregnant, or she hasn't said nothing about the
From the pregnancy to the youth
Right.
being outside. Apparently, she hasn't said. She said she hasn't said anything. She's been quiet. Again, this was your decision. Mo Gilligan has now revealed he's having a child with a lady or so on and so forth. You've then made another decision. These are all your decisions. And I'm just saying, you see the first decision you made that made you angry? That is the foundation for the problems moving forward. If you just said from the start, planet Earth has so much issues, the last thing we're going to do is invite another person here with a bit of an unstable foundation that has the capacity to continue the nonsense in the world, you just go, well, I want to be a mum. And that's cool. But if you think that you can say that off the back of that being the foundation and everything should be ideal moving forward, I'm afraid that's just not how it works. Hence the reasons why we have to prepare adequately. Otherwise, we have problems moving forward. So when the problems occur, don't just point the finger. Look in the mirror. Start
I'm sitting
there.
here holding my laugh because you know what I'm thinking about?
Go on, my charge.
Something that Dave Chappelle said that made me really laugh.
Go on.
He started his stand-up one time saying he's pro-choice. That he believes that he believes that women should, have the right to make the decisions that they want to make, and this, that, and the fourth. And the audience is clapping. But he's going on and he's saying,
and I've seen this
I
joke.
believe, that women should, be able to make the choices, and they should be able to do this, and they should be able to do that, and I believe this, and bit of clapping, I go on. Then afterwards he said, but I believe that if you make that choice, that we should be able to abandon that.
Because you know what, Chuckie? You see the understanding. You know the understanding of the situation.
Yeah.
Your understanding's inside of you. I've got distance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there a lot later than you.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle was right.
I mean, look, personally, I don't know what that situation is. So what
Yeah.
I'm about to say isn't a reflection of these or anything. Personally, if I sleep with somebody, regardless of what that situation is, if there's a you involved, I'm just there. I just have to be there. I just have to hold that in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember, one time, yeah, big and serious. This is probably a bit of personal information. One time this was years ago. I was going to sleep with this gal or whatnot, about to go inside, raw dog, and she let me know immediately. Looked me right in my face, and do you know what she said to me?
Go on.
I don't believe in abortion.
Later. Do you know what you heard from me? Darling, hold my hand. You see me on the flight. See you later, darling, man. You had a great time. I'm out. No way can you catch me over there.
I am anti-abortion. So, go in if you want. Go in if you want. I'm just letting you know clearly this is where I stand.
Because if I come out of a lottery ticket, I'm claiming my cash prize.
To bits. And I wasn't really up like that them times there, but I was still me.
And it doesn't matter if you was up, you're still never on the 50 thing, because 50 is not even on the 50 thing.
Yeah.
Have a baby by me, baby, be a million. He hasn't got bare pickney like Genuine, Yeah. He's not on that. So
I still dropped.
with a jacket. Oh my god, niggas take risks every day, be my brother. My brother! Sometimes just go to the dance without the vest. Sometimes go to the dance without the vest.
I'm not playing, but I am.
Nah, I've been in that situation as well.
Yeah, so I got sometimes, innit? So I got sometimes. I wish them all the best.
So do I, man. I hope it... Because you know the one thing we always have to remember? The only victim in this situation, personally for me, is the child.
Yeah, 100%.
Or everyone can make all the comment. We here are, contributing to the madness, and I apologise more from the perspective of I don't want this to add to loads of different things in your mentions and all that. That is a headache when it comes to something
100%.
matters so close to the heart. So I just think both parties should take a look at that. Even the young lady.
And congratulations to him as well on
Yeah.
the other lady and that, because I think that's his girlfriend. So congratulations to them. You know what? I also want to send a young shout out to the people that are actually just doing it on their own and not kicking up a big fuss about it. I've met a couple of people, in fact, that's look, it's unfortunate that we've in this situation, and ultimately the door is always open for the dad. Let's just say, let's just say from a woman's perspective that she might have had a child, whatever, and the father doesn't want to be involved. They've said to me, the door's open whenever they want to see their child, whenever they want to take the child, whatever, the door is open. I'm not going to scream, kick, shout, bawl, do all of that type of stuff, turn up to this, go on the internet, do all of that type of stuff. You know the child exists.
Whenever you want.
So whenever you want to do that, it's completely up to you. And ultimately as well, the child will make their own decision on what they want to do when they get to a certain point in their life. The child will also have an understanding of who was there and who wasn't there and why that person was there. And also that child will anytime that child is hurt by a certain situation, it will understand and see who was there and who wasn't there. So the door's open. If you want to do the right thing, it's up to you. And the right thing is also context as well, because that person who's walking out doing whatever they're doing might actually think that they're doing the right thing. So, you know. That's
the scariest thing. Yeah. All I say as well, as a man that's been through it, I've had the mother of my... We're all good now, it's all love now. But I've been in that, hey, don't look after his kids, very, very... I've had all of that. And do you know why I found it humorous when the online stuff was happening? When you lot were telling me, it's like when Jay-Z said something about, I can't go back home. You know when I heard that? When I was back home.
Right.
When you lot told me I wasn't looking after my pickney, do you know who I was with? My pickney. Right. So I just don't care for the narratives and all of that. Once you're doing the job, you will be rewarded by God later. And this whole be a dad today or be a mum today, like, I can't lie, I know some whatless mums. And I don't put the pressure on being the parent you need to be tomorrow. I don't believe that's right anymore. Because, this is what I think anyway. It's because of this. If Jesus Christ can be on the cross and a man to the right just goes, yo, what? Can I be a Christian now? And Jesus goes, yeah, why not? That man lived his whole life doing whatever, and then right at the end, devoted his life to God, and nobody didn't say this, that, and the third. Why is it we're shutting off people from having the opportunity to be parents, even if they clock in late? Because you can be angry that they weren't there for the first 10 years. But if they're there for the picnic for the next 30 years, that means they were there longer than they weren't. And it doesn't mean that you don't remind them, you don't teach them, and so on and so forth. But this whole be a perfect parent tomorrow, with the world being what it is, I think is silly. I think it's a lot of pressure, and I think things are a journey. Appreciate the journey. The only thing you shouldn't have is disrespect. But apart from that, appreciate the journey, fam. I used to fly Sweden, knock on the door, no answer. Flight, book off next flight next week and do it again. I remember that. I can't see the picnic, book our next flight, see it again.
That's big facts.
And then I would see...
you FaceTime me as well or whatever.
Bare times.
And I remember one time I was out there. I was there. What was I doing? I can't remember I was there. But one time I was out there and I came to check you had an apartment or whatever, and like you just tried a thing and it just didn't... You just wasn't there. You weren't able to see... I remember you came to a party afterwards and you just left because you just wasn't in the headspace for it. I remember that. I remember that like that was yesterday. Yeah, it's crazy.
So, and that's what you just gotta and that's what I'm saying. And for time, the only reason why I even went online to say something is because I felt a little bit under pressure. I shouldn't have even felt that, because every time I went to Sweden, you saw me with my kids. And then there was like a month that went by and they knew I was making the flight, but they didn't see the picnic.
Yeah. Well, we give thanks that you two, you know what I mean, kids did their...
Everything's patterned now.
Times when we're recording the pod.
They FaceTime me just now.
There you go. See it there.
That's why I think the mum, just going out to the mum, I don't know you from nowhere, and maybe you was offended by the Caucasian comment, but it's not centered around you. Just take a look at history for black man and white women. I'm afraid of you lot. So what I'm saying is, just moving forward, think about the child, because not the mad thing is, when the child's 15, that video you made still going to be online. When the child's 20, that video's still going to be online. And if you lot are a happy family, I just hope you can look back on it and laugh. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a real... Put it this way, just knowing that the boy's brother or sister was going to be born, and this is one massive thing around the moment. Like, you could never change this, bro.
No.
Shout him out anyway. Shout everyone.
Shout them out. Shout everyone out. And the last, because we might as well, we're here still. The internet. Talking of Christian, the internet was having a conversation about Crep and Sasha.
Why did I even do? I hate it. I just don't like you. These are everyone. Do you remember? Take it. These are our friends. We know these people. Yes.
We'll get to the music in a bit.
Thank you.
But I just want to just address some elephants in the room. But I think they're good conversations to have. My thing is more this. Even in bringing up the Crep and Sasha thing, I want to have the wider conversation, which is outside of them. So for context, Crep, Sasha, they was in a relationship together. They've had a baby together.
Yeah.
And they have different belief systems, right? He's Muslim. She is Christian, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously the relationship didn't work out. They look like they co-parent really well. Got
Trust
a business, all of that type of stuff. And I guess from the outside looking in, it's looked pretty good.
Well done.
From parents' point of view and stuff like that.
It's inspirational.
Yeah,
I like you,
100%.
bro. Super.
She's gone on. I think she's got a different partner. She's got a baby as well.
Amazing.
And he's gone off or whatever, and everything's Chris. Until recently, where something can come up where she puts something about she don't respect a fake God and that and whatnot, in reference to the Muslim thing. And then so it looks as though, we don't necessarily know, but it looks as though they put a picture of you in the hijab on a thing like that, right?
What are we doing?
Then she's obviously still clapping back because there's people hitting her about what this fake God thing, this religion thing, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, we could discuss that if we want to discuss that. But I think the wider conversation is about what it looks like when you have a child with somebody that has a completely different belief system to you and how you navigate that. So like, let's say, for example, you as a parent yourself, let's just say you and the mother of your child have a fundamental life difference in how you live your life, also how you want to raise your children.
We do.
How do you navigate that?
Respect. I live my life and I implement these things on my children from my culture. She's Tunisian, they do that. And I respect whenever there's an opportunity for me to indulge myself in the practice, with the Muslim community, I'll do it. It's if you follow that way of living, it can only bring positive things. So why would I be against it? And as I'm, just trying to do the rest of the thing, it's hard work, man. Even this cut out meat thing, Jesus. But the only good things can come of that as well. So why would I be against any of them? Like, I'm for things that, are able to move you forward. So yeah, man, I went to Tunisia, met the whole family, spoke to them. They're confused on the situation. So I went over there to ease their concerns and let them know, look, I'm not here to try and make this child anything else, or these children, sorry, anything else what they're meant to be. Do you know what I'm saying? Beautiful children in the eyes of the Lord. And if you have a way of doing it, as long as it's not, and that's too, I'm down. So they had to go to Tunisia to, have the circumcision and that traditional thing. Go on with it, man. Go on. They loved it, had a good time. Yeah, man. Circle back, we do the rest of the thing later. Do you know what I'm saying? And then eventually they'll make a choice, Chuckie.
Yeah, 100%.
They'll make a choice. So what I was going to say to you is, what do you believe? Because this is the most important thing as an adult. The objective and then the intention of that comment being made from Sasha. What do you believe it to be? From the information we have. It's not much, but...
So, how she's responded about never respecting a fake God, how she's reacted in that moment shows some type of deeper rooted issue.
Okay.
So let's just say, for example, pure speculation here, she could have had a debate with somebody that ultimately she has something with, and in that debate has got heated, and she's come away from that conversation and hated that conversation, and now any moment that you can have to just say what you stand on, you're saying it in a certain way. And it's interesting that you even mentioned the respect thing, because it's like, you can have this religion and I can have this religion, and I might not believe what you believe. But if I respect you as a person, I respect that in this life, people just have different belief systems. When you ask me what I think, I'm going to tell you what I think, but not from a place of disrespect.
Yeah.
So the disrespect comes when I will never respect a fake God. You are, in my mind, pushing out an element of disrespect there.
And do you know what?
You're saying that because it's almost like you're doing it, whether you're consciously or subconsciously trying to trigger somebody.
100%.
It's not about your actual belief system. It's about making somebody who believes something feel something. Do you get what I'm saying? In a negative way.
And take a look at it like from this perspective. What area was you growing up in?
West London. I'm from West London.
Do you know that, or do you believe that?
I know that.
So you know that. West London contributed to who you are. Do you know that, or do you believe that?
I know that.
There's a God. Do you know that, or do you believe that?
I believe that.
Now, you see the first two things we spoke about. They're not here to be argued.
No.
We know that. We know that. But if I have a belief and you have a belief, we've got the same damn thing that's happening in our life. So how can I go online and make it seem like my belief is more important to the father of my children, the person that's in my team? That's always going to create a division. It's happened so many times before. The wars that we see in the world, that is the reasons why. People are fighting over beliefs, not facts. We all have beliefs. There's nothing wrong with that. So why are we imitating that as parents? That's why I asked you what was the objective. Because that belief system that you have, that you've put onto the world, I would like to know, what did you think was the next thing for you and your family off the strength of that? Or did you just think about what you said? I had a bit of an argument and now I need to give this information to the world, especially to that one person. Not even necessarily to the world. I just want that one person or those two people I debated with to see that I'm going to tell the world this. You've eradicated, and essentially you all have the same thing. I think it's crazy to me because there's no way of me saying to you, you're God. Do you know or do you believe? So we're arguing to a point that we're never really going to come to a foregone conclusion. And you want to do that within your household whilst raising your child. I don't believe that conflict is healthy.
No, it's not. It's not. But then some people will say, like, from the wider perspective, having a child with somebody who has a completely different belief system isn't healthy.
But then I go back to the perspective of what I said about being a parent from the start. That's what I said to you. I'm scared of the Caucasian lady.
You don't have to be Caucasian, bro.
I just keep being cheeky because of the... Obviously, with Mo, today I stand with helping out my brothers. So next week, I won't say this. But today, since you want to put heat on my brother's name, we're just going to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, in situations, yeah, if you don't know who you are, but you believe you know who you are, and the other person doesn't know who they are, and they believe they know who they are, for me, that looks like there's going to be a problem. So if you've both had a child at a point where you didn't really know what your beliefs were, and then you've come to the conclusion, I know what my belief is now, and now you want to start getting upset with the decisions you made yesterday, forget that. Just keep it to yourself and talk to your family. Don't go online. Because all I'm going to say is, if that's how you feel today, why did you lay down the crap?
Yeah. Do you know what as well? What's interesting is that, like, sometimes the belief system can be aligned in the start, and then later on down the line, the belief systems change.
So go on.
Which is interesting, because it's like, let's say, for example, two people meet each other at a certain point in their life. Naturally, over, let's say, a 7-year period, for example, there's a good chance that you're going to feel something's different. You've learned stuff. You are, you're probably a bit more experienced in certain things. You might have met new people, whatever, been in different scenarios, been enlightened a certain way, and you might see something different. In your head, you might see a light. I believe that I'm seeing the light. I want to move in this direction now. But your partner isn't really seeing that. Right? So now there's a seed that is a fundamental difference that is going to grow and end up growing into something a lot bigger. Which I can imagine is a really difficult thing to maneuver around when you have a child. Because then now you're seeing this light. This light might involve how you see raising the child. But you're telling me that this is what you see, but I'm saying that we've been doing it like this from the start, and this is what I see. You know what? You're right. The only way that you can actually navigate that is having the foundation of respect. That is actually the only way.
Otherwise, you're just battling. We gotta do this. Why can't we do both?
Yeah. And then you know what? The child will choose.
There's nothing wrong with that. We want to go to Tunisia? All right, sweet, you're going to Tunisia. What? But Kyle, the whole practice is going to be Muslim. I'm for it. I've got Muslim brethren. I love their foundation. I'm for it. Let's go. Same way if it was Christian tomorrow, I've got Christian friends. I love their foundation. I'm for it. I'm for my children being put in situations where they're going to obtain information and at a later point in their life, they can make a decision. I'm for that. I'm so for that. We do that in school. We sit down, we do about 11 subjects, and you get to college, you've got to narrow it down to 3. And then you get to uni, you've got to narrow down it to 1. I'm for it. Give them the information. Let them make decisions. I'm not for conflict over belief because you don't know if it's right.
Yeah.
So I'm not here for that.
Here's where it gets more tricky though, because sometimes it isn't the religion, it's the culture
or the person.
Yes. So it's like you believe that this is the right thing to do not based upon religion, but based upon culture, the way that it has always been.
So
but culture isn't always right. Culture isn't always right, you know.
Culture breeds bad habits.
Exactly. There's certain things that have happened within culture that we've moved on from now. You're like, you know what? We can't really do that.
We don't do that.
That's a bit mad. But you know what? That person might believe this is the righteousness now. What happens when that you believe is at a detriment of the child's physical or mental health? That's when it gets mad.
Very. And I think and that's again, it's the mental that I'm really concerned with. The physical you can repair. Look, don't watch that. You lot. I'm back very soon.
Well, tell that to the young girls who have had the FGM, the female.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll speak from a
culture.
male perspective. Sorry, yeah. The female. Yeah. My bad.
That's culture.
Pause. That's bad. We have to move on from certain things when you get information. That's why I'm so for the cross-pollination. I like cross-pollination. But the bad thing is when you cross-pollinate and you bring your belief system as a fact, how are we going to grow? Like, there's certain Jamaican foods that I had to tell my mum, this is too bad.
Yeah.
And then I went to shout out Antigone. I went to Antigone's house. I had a couple Greek foods. I done little research. This is like some of the healthiest food in the world. If I say to my mum, yo, I went to Antigone's house, mum. Let me tell you something. There's facts that are going.
Yeah.
This food is healthy. How do we implement this to what we're eating so we can be healthier?
Yeah, our thing's too salty.
It's too salty, dog.
That's why grandmother had high blood pressure.
That's why I got a chip on my shoulder.
That's why granddad had diabetes.
Now I don't want to die.
Right then.
BT.
Right then.
I don't even know what that means.
All I know is I don't mind having BT on as my house line, but so
But I do hope, you know.
Yeah.
But I do hope that, because you know what, see the whole Nala's babies, I invest in that, you know. I take money out of my pocket, I go buy my cream. I don't think that these two individuals that have done something so successful, inspired people like me, definitely made me go, you can be cool with the mother of your kids. You can move on and do your life and let her live her life and still have a mutual understanding. Like, that wasn't even a belief. That was something I saw, I knew. But look at that.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. Wool over my eyes. Now we're doing up revealing on Snapchat. God don't even want you to be on Snapchat.
Yeah, it's mad.
Snapchat is in. Trust me, if there's apps on your phone when you get to heaven or hell, I guarantee you Snapchat is only available in hell.
Serious.
No good comes off Snapchat from what I've seen.
Yeah.
They even tried to take Steve off Snapchat. He was like the number one Snapchat. They started smashing up his Snapchat where he couldn't even.
Really?
Yeah, he had to get a new Snapchat. Sounds like the devil to me. Shout out Steve. Make sure you add his new Snapchat. It was his birthday the other day.
Yeah,
Live
big up
show,
Steve,
13th of August. Come on.
Big up Steve. I thought I heard Dan. That's not Dan.
Dan!
It wasn't him. I thought I did. Yeah, shout out Steve-O. Talking of all the things that we can and can't do, this is the very last one, by the way. This is the very last
I hate
one.
you so much, man.
Talking of the things that we can and can't do, can we find a wider conversation in the Michael Ward thing? Is there a wider conversation in that?
I just wanted to throw this sofa back and just hit the floor.
It's one of them pods today.
I respect it though.
What is the wider conversation? Because the reason why I ask what's the wider conversation, if there is one, and you lot can leave it in the comments too, yeah, is we don't know nothing. All we really know is that this is what's come up. He's been charged for SA.
But that's the problem.
What's the context? Well, we don't. I don't know no context. I heard about some situation with a girl that was like drinking or something. She got drugged or so. I don't know.
I hear nothing.
I don't know. So, is there? Maybe there isn't for today. You could leave it in the comments. Is there a conversation? And be honest with yourself. If there isn't one, don't force the funk. Is there a conversation to be had about what's happening at the moment with people with notoriety and essays? Is there one?
There's definitely a conversation to be had. Hakimi's just come out. Something's happened coming back. Hakimi, and a day later, they've got all the transcripts of the conversation showing that they were trying to frame him. It's happened in football quite a bit. Like with Neymar, he almost got accused of it. But the good thing about Neymar, he was accidentally or something filming in the room at the time. So it shows basically him getting attacked. and she tried to say it was the other way around. So there has been an influx of these types of cases, and one thing we can't deny.
You have to be careful though, because they can't all be wrong.
And that's what I was going to say. One thing we can't deny is that women have been unsafe and are still currently unsafe, and have been unsafe for years. So, again, I keep saying, you open the door of disrespect, don't try and police what comes through. If it means that women have been disrespected for years, so now a couple of men them are going to have to get the... I'm not saying it's right, but that's what happens. All the ones that were swept under the table all them years ago, all them women that got neglected and today probably can't even do all types of things and all types of confidence issues that are living today, at least they're seeing light at the end of the tunnel with a couple of brothers. So from that perspective, I'm like, I get it. From the flip though, it's what's the objective with everything? What's your objective? Do you want to make sure that it's safe for women when we move forward? We want to make sure that we're starting educating men about some of the silly things they could be doing. I'm not saying Michael Ward was, but I'm just saying with these dangers, it means that it's not just like a whisper. This is actually something that's happening. Is there enough things in place to keep women safe within these situations? So I'm glad that the conversation is being had so that could happen. But the other conversation that needs to happen right now, are you willing to ruin someone's life over a lie? Because a lot of people like things like clout, attention, and so on and so forth because of a lack of within their own life. And not every case that's come forward has been true. Some of the cases have shown to be a lie. So as much as we've got to look at the cases that are true and say we've got to make sure that we put enough things in to protect women, younger women as well, because it's getting a bit mad. Let's try and protect these women. In the flip side, if I can see victims happen over a course of time on the other side as well, then I'm saying I want all victims to be safe. So I would like victims on the opposing side, I would like there to be something put in place where once we know beyond reasonable doubt this guy didn't do that, but we also know beyond reasonable doubt this girl was just chatting lies to get him into problems, what is the penalty? Because if there is no penalty for doing it, it's just going to continue to be done.
The unfortunate issue that we have is actually reasonable doubt.
Okay.
Because it's so hard to prove beyond a reasonable doubt whether somebody did or didn't. And because of that, it's partly the reason why some people don't say nothing when they're a victim of stuff. Because they just think, well, you know what, it was just me and this person there. Like,
no one's going to believe me.
No one's going to believe me. But then also, on the other side of that, for some people, especially from a bad mind perspective, it's difficult to also prove that person didn't do it. So if you are trying to ruin someone's reputation, or you are leaning on that side of it, then it's like, this is enough. Whether you're charged or not, ultimately you're always going to be associated with that. Like, even if Michael Ward, for example, busts his case and all that type of stuff, there's going to be a chance that there'll be a lot of people that will... Well, actually, firstly, there'll be a chance that loads of people won't even know that he bust case.
Of course,
that news ain't going to be as big as the noise of him being charged. So there'll be a section of, like, let's say Middle England, for example, that will just look at him and he's just that.
Yeah.
Or that person is just that. So, yeah, the ultimate problem is reasonable doubt. Because no one actually... At certain times, people just don't really know. And it's really unfortunate. All you can do is give the information to kids at a really young age and always keep the conversation going. Because I do believe that, like, one of the problems that people might have, one is like reading the room. Yeah. Some people are not really great at reading the room. Some people are also, their aftercare is really bad. You know, so you're having a sexual encounter with somebody, and the way that you're dealing with them immediately afterwards is making them feel like an absolute piece of shit. Do you get what I'm saying? And although in that moment the act before that was consensual, it's like how you've made them feel afterwards has maybe made them second guess that a little bit. There's also situations which I've heard from people that I know that have said that they've been in, and I'm sure that a lot of women will say this, that sometimes they've been in situations where they felt like it's just easier to do it than to just not do it.
Oh, that's sad, bro.
Because it's like, right, you're in the yard now, they're moving a certain type of way, and it's like, it's so, at this moment in time, just saying no is long. it's just gonna be a big long thing. So it's better I do it and not make it awkward, then do it. But then you can't then, like, how do you can't in court say, you know what, I was in a situation where I said to myself, I'll do it because it was easier for me to do it than to not do it. Because in court, they're gonna pick so much holes in that.
100%.
So yeah, it's like it's really difficult, man. Like, it's really difficult. All I know is, I pray for all the parties involved and hope that, like, going forward, whatever the righteous thing is supposed to happen has happened, and there's healing in it from whichever side.
I just think women, what we should know, men, what we should know, is no one is entitled to have sex with anyone.
No one.
Under any
Or
circumstances, or touch them. And guys, I can't speak for women, but guys, just as guys, like, I pride myself on this. Like, you shouldn't want something that's not available to you.
Trust me.
Like, just the fact that you want something so much that something is saying no, like, I just find that weird.
Yeah.
Like, I just find that very weird. And that's not even just within that department. That's anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, even if you want a job in a certain building and the place doesn't want you and you're out here just begging, like, where the fuck's your pride, my guy? Go watch Lion King. Simba had that in the first opening scene. Go get some damn pride, bro. Go find a monkey to lift you up, man, in front of the sun. Go find some pride, dog.
You know, sometimes as well, some people just don't even know their brethren. It's like, you know, there's a girl told me one time, I'm sure I might have told you this before on the pod. One of my brethren, she told me, stop me if you remember the story, but I have to tell because there's probably a lot of new people here. But she was chatting to this guy or whatever, yeah, and then she lives at her end. So let's just say, for example, she lives in Margate. Let's say she lives in Margate, right? So he's now rang her and said to her, babes, I'm just letting you know, I'm in Margate doing some work. Yeah. So I'll be around later if you're free. Let me know if you're free. When she told me that, I said to her, just to let you know, I'm just letting you in on some game. He wasn't in Margate. He was testing to see if he was free tonight. Yeah. And 100%. Then he will come to Margate. Yeah. Yeah. That's the game, right? So anyway, she said, yeah, he's like, boom, I finished work at like 8, 9, of course. So these times it's all 12 o'clock in the day. So he's got loads of time to go pattern himself or whatever. He's driven to Margate, gone to see her. She got a son, son's in bed, whatever. He's come over. So they're just in the front room, chilling, talking, reasoning, doing all of that. And then they start watching a film. He then starts sticking it on her or whatever, yeah. They start lipsing and whatnot. Then he backs out the thing. She's not really, that's not the move that she's trying to make right now or whatever, yeah. So he's doing the whole thing of, can you just kiss it then? By the way, can we just stop that? Can we just stop that?
No, it depends on what age you are. Because if you're 17, 18 listening to this,
can you just kiss it?
It's just weird, but I don't want to tell you lot what to do because you're younger than me. But if you're of age where we're at right now,
listen, look, more time, when you back that out, if they want to suck that, they're going to suck that. Sorry, but that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah? Can you just kiss it? Anyway, big man is saying it's to a big woman.
Man.
Yeah, so anyway, can you just kiss it or whatnot? I know, it stinks. It stinks.
Hey!
So then anyway now, she's like, nah. So do you know what he does, bro? He just masturbates and then busts the thing on her jumper. And when she told me that, she kind of laughed when she told me. But it was like an awkward sort of laugh. Bro, I was raging. Because I'm picturing that, yeah, and I'm saying to myself, if my sister told me that, that's what a guy had done or whatnot, that would make me feel all different types of mad. Because if you've said, nah, this is not what I'm on, and he's going to just wank and then bust it on her, that's insanity. And what's more, and the main point I'm actually making here, where I said some people don't know their brethren, is that I'm pretty sure that a man didn't go back to the hood. He's from North London, by the way.
Don't nah.
Just say that. He's from North.
I bet you he's not.
He's from North. That's what he told her anyway. I could guarantee he wouldn't have gone back and said to the man then, bro, imagine like went to go and check one guy or whatever, I backed that thing on her and I told her to kiss it, she didn't kiss it, so I just wanked on her.
No, if he's from North, he will.
Nah, see it there. See it there. That's what I'm saying. North is separate. North is separate.
It's because they don't lie. They're not aware that they're idiots. they're just telling the truth. For honest area, it's not like West London. You're in Notting Hill 1 minute, you're in the hood 5 seconds later.
Yeah,
that is a lie about I'm safe.
I always reference North London like that as well.
What's that?
Like when people say, for example, sorry, I know I'm diverting quickly, but when we talk about Jamaica's dangerous and all of that, and I'm saying, but the places in Jamaica that you would go to that are dangerous, you wouldn't need to go there. It's like when you go on holiday in England, there's no need for you to go to North London.
No,
there's
now
no
there
need for you
is.
to go to Tottenham.
There is. They've ruined it.
So okay. All right, you got a stadium there now.
Nah, I can't
All
tell
right,
man.
then.
You know what I'm saying? Man's like, poet, I went MPK, I got robbed. I can't say to you, why did you go to watch Beyonce? You wanted to watch Beyonce. Now, it's crazy. Purple.
But let me just get back to the thing though. Like,
Sorry.
Ultimately, that's crazy what my man did. That's SA. That's
course.
a massive SA.
Of course.
That's a massive SA, and like, you know what? Like for her, she ain't reporting that. Like she's not gonna report that. She's just gonna tell a trusted friend, like somebody that she knows, that that's what's happened, and then she's just gonna carry on with her life and that. But then it makes you think like, how many of these times these type of things have happened, and then like there's a section of people that just believe that there's nothing wrong in that. I didn't argue. That's probably the way that some of them will look at it. I didn't argue. I just got my thing off. So there's a lot of teaching, I think, that still needs to be in there. Like things that seem like should be common sense. But it's not, common sense ain't always common sense. And even then, sometimes you can do all of that teaching, but where your head is where your head is at that time. No one can speak to the fact of like what your life looks like when you start making a certain amount of money, or when you start having a certain amount of notoriety, where things become a bit easy now, or it comes easier. And then now you're put in a situation where it's usually easy. How comes this ain't that easy? I'm making it easy then. You know what I mean? But then there's also the other side, because I always have to do this, yeah, in a situation where we don't really know, is that when you are in a certain place in your life or whatnot, you can meet certain types of people and whatnot, and you can be in a situation that was just completely normal. But this person has an ulterior motive. And there's nothing that you can do about that. Because I can have a situation with a girl and whatnot, and it's just, there's nothing weird, nothing odd. It's something that we all, just straight normal stuff that is pure consent. And you are in a different space and you just decide, you know what, I'm going to ring and say, I didn't really love this conversation that I had with so-and-so. I'm just going to say this. And there's nothing that I can do about that.
It's like this, innit? You see, this is what I would say. So let's go back to the foundation of the root of some of these problems. Possibly. We can't say it is, but possibly.
Chuckie, my mum didn't want me outside too much. So nothing wrong with being outside. Little football, couple gal. You saying boom, skipping, hair's done, looking fresh. So outside's a vibe sometimes.
Strong.
But one time I went outside every single day for 2 weeks. You know how much problems I got into? I got into so much problems because like, I'm just outside. There's no objective sometimes. I'm just outside. So then you go and find things to do. You see, as you get older, you see this lifestyle thing. I like it. I love lifestyle. I love it. But I love it with people that understand that we're here because we've worked hard. We're going to enjoy it, go back and do it again. You see, man, that just love lifestyle. They'll go to the opening of an envelope. You see that type of addiction to FOMO. You see that type of person. If I meet gal like that, it can't function, sir. Your objectives and foundation is all over the place. I know if I go back to the house with you, how quickly things can happen will be far too quick for my own liking. I even told a girl the other day, baby steps. Let's build. We watched the film, we were kissing. She thought I was going to go, no. Baby steps. She couldn't believe it. We watched the whole film. Right. She went home afterwards.
Yes.
Mix it up. I know you've gone to about 5 other boys. They've waited for the opportunity. First time, boom, they've done their thing.
Yeah. And I'll all do that thing hard still, noticeable.
I love
but
it.
it's not, I'm just baby steps.
Let's figure out what's going on.
Strongly.
And I just think I want more people to go back to the times where we couldn't wait for 3 after 7. So we can make our little phone call and start that building. Man, them don't want to build no more. They just go to the shop, Shopify, aka the Explore page, and find the next thing. Now they're in that DMs.
It's just people are so disposable, so repetitive. I think it makes it dangerous. They don't value people. So when you don't value a person, you've got an objective for them. I just need to beat. If you don't beat, just move on to the next one. Once you're looking at people like that type of mentality in the wrong hands, like a real selfish, dangerous man, it's not safe for women. So when women out there, let's just go back to 3 after 7. Let's can't wait to get that phone call so we can just chat to them. Build something. Pyramid vibe. And once you built the pyramid, tell everyone to come watch.
Bits. That's it for me. I got a couple joints that I think people should check out still.
Please.
Asco Young Ads, High End Fashion, hard. Good to see Asco back outside.
Very
doing
good.
what he's doing, and just straight back in his lane. Straight back in his lane. The music he makes is kind of element, I feel like, for me personally, of what I've been missing. So I'm looking forward to the project, whatever he's dropping there. Asco as well, if you want to be on the couch, forward, chat. J.O. has a tune called Turning Me On. He's flipped the Marcus Houston up in the club, yeah. The production, anyway. The production's sort of the flip, but
you know who produced it, right?
It's really good. Huh?
You know who produced it, right?
Who?
We have to have a discussion about it one day.
TJ.
It's either we're speaking, or it's either we're listening to R. Kelly or we're not.
Oh, the original. Yeah.
It's either we are or we're not.
Indirects.
Nah, man, stop trying to hint that you listen to R. Kelly. It's either we are or we're not.
No indirects.
Up in the club where we do things like...
Yeah.
Shout out Joe Budden, man.
He's in there, Piper and that. And Nux dropped something as well called Cut Knuckles. He's in his bag at the moment. That's pretty decent. That's what I'm listening to right now. Also, as well, while we're here, what's his name? Jim Legacy. There's a song called SOS. He sampled Case. Let me just play it.
What Case tune?
Missing You.
That's a banger.
Missing. Is this? Did you connect that? Yeah.
If you know about Case Missing You and you had Beats Rhymes Life on MTV Base, you'll understand, man. I don't need to say no more.
Still.
Huh?
One buckle out. Sorry.
Can you play it quickly through the microphone?
I will. How do I stop that though? Okay.
I like Chuckie. He tries to figure out first and then... Yeah! Let's have a good time, man. It don't have to always be a confrontation, man.
Bad. Big up Jim Legacy.
Listen, Mo's baby mum, if you ever feel any problems, play that song, man. SOS. It's about going back to the light, man.
Yeah.
Let the light be the truth and helping and...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? Let's have a good time. We don't have to have war. Watch this podcast and smile and laugh. Nobody take things too serious, man. Trust me. Because when you turn it off, you still have your reality to deal with. So let's just have a good time. Right. But I tell you what, I did see a reality. I did see something where I said to myself, my Lord, I would hate to try and live this type of life. I'm going to show you, because we're bringing Howlers back, one of the reasons why I fell in love with Howlers when I was making it. It's because I love people having Howlers and putting themselves in situations where it's like, no. Now you're starting with the man in the mirror. Now you're starting with the gal in the mirror.
I didn't cheat on you.
I know that you did.
How do you know this?
The girl you cheated with, I paid her $50 to hit on you.
Why would you pay a girl to talk to me? That's some crazy.
You're literally posting thirst traps, like ad pics, like, like.
I'm a trainer. I have a fitness.
Oh my God.
Now.
Stood at 50 quid as well.
And she kept the food because she didn't pay for the food. This is my problem with this situation, Jux. Everyone's in love with narratives. Everyone's in love with narratives. And at this present moment in time, I learned something very crucial. I'm going to send Chuckie some lyrics. I want Chuckie to read them. Because I think this is the way we can all move forward in life. This is the only way we can move forward in life. Can you please read the highlighted lyrics for me, Chuckie? They should be with you in 5, 4,
This is from Music
3,
Soul Child.
2, 1.
See, now I'm not to blame for the pain that was caused by my previous cats who had your heart before me.
Just listen. Music Soul Child, track 13 called Previous Cats. And why have I said that? People
when we move on, let's move on. Stop moving to a new house and bringing the door that was at the last one. Forget it, you got a new door now. It's time for you to experience new things. Buy a new sofa, buy a new bed, have a new experience. Why am I in a situation and you're moaning to me about the things that your boyfriend used to do to you, saying it like, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not him. And that's in every single situation, my people. Sometimes it's best to move on. And when you've moved on, then move on. Some of you are moving on, but carrying baggage. That is not allowed in my house. I don't like that suitcase. Take it back outside. Stop bringing excessive baggage into new situations, people. I am not to blame for the pain that was caused by previous cats. I'm not them. I'm not them. If we went legal and I went court, I couldn't be guilty.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
But she caught me on the counter. It wasn't me. So people, let's remember that. When we get into new situations, it don't have to be a relationship. It could be work. When your boss talks to you about, I remember when my boss used to say, that's not the same boss. It's a new boss with a new desk and a new door. So get a new attitude, people.
Yeah. Or get some type of healing.
Some type of healing. To the gal
healing.
them that need the healing, just apply a little patience.
Someone.
Apply a little patience, enjoy the life, take a look at the objective, meet it, and then I might even be there to help you.
Right.
To the man, them grow up. 2 weeks, man. 14 days. I'm not trying to hear this pain. Forget all of that. We know what we're meant to do. I want to see some persistence. We want to see men protecting the women, protecting the children. Let's get back to the world the way it used to be. I don't know when that was because I've never been here to experience it. But the way it should be then.
Because I was going to say how it used to be
was
crazy.
Worse.
Struggle.
Oh, what?
Struggle.
The Pope was going on with real effort and no one knew.
Telling you.
Now we can all see the Pope. Not Nick. Shout him out. Newcastle United. All right, people. That is my only howler for today. I gave you the howler at the start as well of what should I have done. True say, I got disabled. Can you blame me if people are making plans of going out?
Do you know what those would be kind of interesting to do?
He texted me.
Is a little bet on how long we think that boot's gonna be on you.
I know, man.
Yo, will Poet still have that boot on by Christmas? Because really, it's supposed to be off by then.
Yeah.
How long has it been on?
It's been on 2 months. It's meant to be off.
For 5 months, to be fair, isn't it?
They've told me 5 months because of what you said. It's meant to be off, like legitly October, off, start walking, all of that.
Right.
They've just told me straight, Poe, nah, not for you. You're on a matting.
Here we go. You see, when you're self-employed and you got things to do,
This is what
makes it difficult. That's what makes it difficult. You did go to a dance yesterday though when you was at home watching that Love Island. So, but say it sometimes, yeah.
Shout out my Love Island watchers, man. Let me know.
On.
Hey, 30th of August live show. Get your tickets, man. Come on, let's get your tickets. Let's get down to the show. It's gonna be banging.
Give them proper details, man.
So the live show on the 30th of August for Filthy Fellas will be at Hackney Empire. Will be kicking off from 7:30. You'll be sitting down listening to some good music before we deliver a show that you cannot forget, my brothers. Keep watching the show as well on Filthy Fellas on the YouTube, out every Monday and Wednesday at 5. God bless everybody. You done now.
Love, respect in all aspects.